Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Bang Pa In. We're about 45 minutes or so outside of Bangkok toward the north, almost to Ayutthaya. And what brought me over here today is we're going to take a look at a really cool temple that's over here. It's not a huge temple, but it's pretty interesting. Wat Chumphon is the name. And it dates back to 1630 under the reign of King Prasat Thong was the king of Ayutthaya at the time. And the story goes that he had two sons. One of them was later became King Narasawan, and his other son later became King Ekrasat. Anyway, the two brothers left Ayutthaya. Narasawan went to the north, and his brother came down here to the south. And I guess the story goes is that his boat got caught in a storm, capsized, and he swam to the shore right here at the site of this temple. And it was raining and storming, and a man took him into his house, and they had a lovely lady that attracted the former King Ekrasat. And anyway, he stayed the night with her, and then later she gave birth to his son. So anyway, they built the temple on the site of where that guy's house was at. So anyway, we're going to walk through here. We'll take a look at it. I'll show you a little bit of, or tell you a little bit about what I know, and we'll just kind of enjoy this. The area here. Looks like they're building a new retaining wall here to kind of control the flooding. And you can see the houses and stuff over there up on stilts. They got the little boats and everything tied off. And if you go down this way, just, I don't know, there's a little pier down there that you can see. That is the former royal palace here in Bang Pa In. All right, the temple is just right over here. We can see a couple of the chetties. And we'll go in there and we'll take a look at it. And this is the backside here. It has two really cool chetties. And then this is the outer boundary of the temple. And it's kind of a sleepy little town over here, Bang Pa In. It doesn't get the tourists that Ayutthaya does, but it's still kind of a nice little place to come and visit. Over here, this is the temple grounds. So we have some little quarters over there, the kutis for the monks. And then there's a little bit of Chinese imagery and some other stuff in here. And then this is the main part of the temple. The part that we'll focus on is there's some old mural paintings inside of this hall. You see the small little chetties here with like the corncob tops look like the Khmer little chetties. And then you have the ashes of people that were cremated that are interned here in the wall. And then you see they have the Bodhi tree over here, and they got a Buddha statue sitting underneath there. Then they have all the meeting halls, prayer halls, stuff for funerals, everything else down over there. You can see we got some of the lions, got a little dog. She's got some pups somewhere. And then you can see the Buasima stones around, which they're a little bit different style than you normally see. Now this is a second-class royal temple. There is a first-class royal temple on the other side of the former palace here in Bang Pa In, Wat Nawat. That is one of the most unique temples you'll ever see. It looks like a Catholic church, and it was built by, I think, King Chulalongkorn, King Rama V. You see another small little chetty, and then a really nice hall back over there. And then we'll look at the big chetties, and hopefully that little building in the middle will be open. I don't think it is, but it'd be nice if it is. We'll look in there also. See, it has a little bit more of the Chinese stuff outside. And we've got an elephant here, and a Buddha footprint, and a picture of King Rama X, and then the other chetty that's back there. All right, so the styling here, this is an Ayutthaya Era hall. But the mural paintings were touched up, I believe, under the reign of King Rama IV, because they got too faded off in here. And that's what I really like to see, is I like to come in here and see these mural paintings on the walls. All right, so this is the inside here. You can see how faded off they are over there. So we got a monk here that's giving him a little talk. And then you can see what they look like here on this wall also. So they're pretty faded, but you still can see the pictures up here. Now what happens is the groundwater comes up into these walls and they cause the paint to flake off and the plaster to flake off of here. So you see how it's fading off at the bottom first, but it does get all the way up in the wall. Now you see it has this jagged line right here. That is a throwback to the Ayutthaya era. They did these different panels and they used this jagged line to separate the pictures. These will be the scenes of the Buddha's life, the Jataka, all of that stuff, or daily life. And that's when they came back in probably and retouched them up under Rama 4. I think that was like around like the 1904, somewhere in that is when they did these paintings last. So a little bit more than 100 years ago. You can see the back door back here by the Buddha. And then some more of the scenes. And that's the main image here. Yeah, the Ayutthaya, they didn't use the blue pigment in the paint. They just used mainly the red and the brown and the black and the white. So the blue tells you that it was more of a modern like touch up. This whole wall here is missing the image. Yeah, this is pretty nice here. So it has the main image back there on the wall, then the 6 smaller ones in front of it, and then a standing image. And then you can see the columns are kind of the blue, red, and then they have 2 white ones there. Well, it looks like this guy over here is actually touching up the paint there. And then this is the image on this wall here when you first come in. You see it has the trees and the people and stuff like that. This one sometimes will be like the goddess of the earth flooding the world. But this one here is just kind of a, I'm not sure what the scene is. It's like a forest scene. And then you can see more of the murals over here. This wall, they're in really, really bad shape also. You see the black and gold window shutters though, with the people on horseback. And so you can see the details here in this painting. I just love to come and see these. Yeah, last week we were over in Phetchaburi and we were at Wat Chumphon that has the best mural paintings in all of Thailand in my opinion. And it kind of reminded me about this temple. So I came over here to see these. The Wat Chumphon murals are so amazing. You can see the people here. And they're about the same age. I mean, that temple was built about 300 years ago, and it still has the existing Ayutthaya style, while these were touched up under the reign of King Rama 4. Bun found her a little temple cat that she's feeding. What do you think, kitty kitty? Are you guarding the place? So you can see here, this is the kind of the Chinese styling. I don't know if Rama 3 did anything here at this temple, but usually when you see stuff with the Chinese, it's from Rama 3. And you can see the stencil art there with the elephants and stuff. All right, so let's go over there and let's look at those chetties and we'll look around at the temple grounds. The hall right here is the main thing you want to see when you come. Got some more people heading on in. And you can see the front of this hall. I see the mythical birds up there, and the little naga. Yeah, it's a beautiful building. I really, really like it. And you see, if it would have been built a little bit later, like in the 18th century, this would have been bowed, but this is kind of middle Ayutthaya where it's straight across there. And then has all this styling up above the windows and everything. Oh, it's really quite cool. Yeah, those people are heading in and you hear the word Rorn, which is hot. It is so, so hot today. Rainy season is coming soon, and so it's scorching hot. So you can see this chetty. Oh, it's quite massive. Yeah, I don't know how tall the two are, but they're just beautiful. They got the redented corners, and they're in excellent shape. Now this little hall here is open, so we'll be able to see we'll be able to stick our heads inside of there. And see the little bell. And the same styling that's a little bit more subdued over the main hall. This is more of the original Ayutthaya styling that you see here. Well, this temple behind us was restored, I think the last time was probably in like the 80s. And this is what it looks like in here. So you see that black and gold lacquer on the window shutters, similar to inside the main hall. And then you have the famous monks here from this temple. And then you have the other images right behind. And then you have those little alcoves with the Buddhas with the Naga hood. And yeah, it's quite nice. And you see the image on the front door. They kind of have the look of like palace guards. And then the floral motif. And then that looks back at the main hall here. Yeah, really a cool image there with the royal regalia and the elephant tusks. And this is the second chetty here. So you can go up on it. There's usually the ties will go like right there by the flags, and they'll burn like some incense, and yeah, you can walk around the chetty. Looks like we got a tree right there that's kind of breaking up the plaster. They'll have to get up there and get that tree removed, or it'll do a lot of damage. That's the stairs over here. But yeah, that's pretty much all we're going to look at the temple today. The chetties and the main hall are kind of the thing you want to look at when you're here. And a little shrine right next to the hall. And then right here is the bell tower. Yeah, it looks like another one that you would see built under the reign of like King Rama IV, Rama V. Pretty common styling you see. And they have the alms bowls there. That'll be for the monks. They'll take those out in the community in the morning and people give them the donations. And then over here we have places for the events. They'll have weddings and funerals and just general stuff that happens here. And this is kind of a cool looking building. It's right over here next to the crematorium. There's the crematorium there. And then you have more of the stuff for the monks here. And there's the crematorium right here. You see what it looks like. And then right behind it over there, that is a school. It's a Wat Chumphon school. A lot of these temples have a school built right next to them. Yeah, and here's the little cart that takes the body in. Looks like they're building a new building over there. That'll be part of the ceremonies, or for the funerals and stuff. Right, so we'll take one last look here. So there's the one big chetty, and it has the duplicate on the other side. And then you see the building here. Yeah, it's quite beautiful. Really a nice example of the Ayutthaya architecture. And then that little tiny building we looked at with the monks back there. Well, that'll finish up our video over here at this Wat Chumphon. This is a really nice temple. This is something you should pop in and take a look at if you're over here in Bang Pa In. There's the Royal Palace, and then there's Wat Nawat. Those are kind of the three best things to see if you're here in this part of Thailand. It's not too far away from Ayutthaya. It's a nice little day trip. You can take the train over, get off at Bang Pa In, and then you can hire out like a Song Tao to take you to these sites over here. The Royal Palace is cool. This is cool also. Definitely some things that you could see that's a little bit different than what most people come and see when they're here in Thailand. I would definitely say do it if you can. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and you get to see some more stuff like this. And if you have any questions or comments about it, if you know more than I do, I would like to learn more. You can leave me a comment down below and tell me a little bit more about it. I like the story about King Prasat Thong's son getting washed up here on the shore and meeting a lovely lady, and thus a son was born later. Now they say that the son that she had was never given royal titles, so I don't know what happened to him. They just talk about how he did have a son here. So anyway, that's kind of interesting to me, so hopefully you found it interesting also. And until next time, from over here in Bang Pa In, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.
Planning a trip is always stressful, but Yesem takes one of the stresses out. Open the Apple Store or the Google Store, search for Yesem, install the app, and then you can search your plans. They have regional, they have country specific, or they have worldwide, and you can have pay-as-you-go plans as well. Installing the app is super easy. First-time users use the code ENDLESS25 with a capital E, and it will save you up to 20%. It takes about 3 minutes. Just follow the simple instructions. You can activate the plan immediately or upon arrival. Then all you simply do is open up the settings, turn your line off, turn YesSim on. You can check your balance at any time through the app. And then when you're at the airport, just simply walk by all of the eSIMs and enjoy your holiday.